Hi guys, Neil here again with the final episode in Series 2 of the Energy Academy. In this episode, I'm just going to go through a short run through of all the topics I've covered in the previous 6 episodes. First off, all generators cost money to build. This cost is known as CAPEX, short for capital expenditure, and it has to be taken into account when trying to figure out the viability of a given project. Second, all generators cost money to run. This is called the short-run marginal cost, and it includes things like fuel prices, carbon emission taxes, the cost of powering up and ramping up, etc. Wind, for example, has almost no short-run marginal cost as it requires no fuel and it doesn't emit any carbon. Coal and gas-powered generators, on the other hand, have a higher short-run marginal cost because of the fuel and the carbon emissions. In the electricity market, the cheapest forms of generation are used first and the most expensive forms of generation are used last. This is known as the merit order. That's why, when it's super windy, the electricity price is lower. That whole system is a relatively recent development brought about by the privatisation of Great Britain's electricity system. Pre-privatisation, the system was less complex. The Central Electricity Generating Board was responsible for every single aspect of the system. However, privatisation brought with it competitive pricing and innovations that have led to the system we've got today. The central pillar of today's system is the wholesale market. That's where the vast majority of electricity is bought by suppliers and utilities and where it's sold by generators. Electricity can be traded on the wholesale market from years ahead of schedule right up to the point of delivery. It can either be traded directly or bilaterally between two parties, sometimes known as over-the-counter trading, or it can be traded on exchanges like Nord Pool and CAPEX. In order to trade electricity, participants must gain the correct licence from Ofgem, the independent regulator. As we explained in Series 1, National Grid ESO is responsible for balancing supply and demand, but in truth, no one really runs the wholesale market, it just manages itself. Anyway, thanks for watching this series of the Energy Academy. In the next series, I'll outline the various markets, mechanisms and services that come together to form Great Britain's overall electricity market. I'll see you there.